Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out quickly to Judy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 5 catches, 55 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action with Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Hurts pass intended for
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Rosa's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Washington 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
At the 31.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Pushes past him.
Ravens.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Ravens.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. And he is missed tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
10. Ravens.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Washington
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
This ball complete to Rager.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
7-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that is caught. Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This one caught by Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Ben to throw again. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Open man is Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
Washington.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it.
Touchdown, Washington!
Jonathan Taylor
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run on first down. Williams. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Roethlisberger will throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Williams might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
8 yards to go on second down.
Back now at FedEx Field.
That's the end of
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Ravens 23.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last says, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every.
It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 37.
And goal to go.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Henry runs.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 23. Aldrich Rosas set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A 28-yard gain.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
At the 42-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfired. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This pass complete to Higgins.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Today's final Washington.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.